well. This is the last class for the gouache class that I've been taking, and I'm kind of excited to do it. There's a few things I need to prepare for. So this is my current bin of gouache, and there's some crap paints in here, but these are the things I'm currently using and everything. So, you know, here we are at that. I'm going to pull out some magic fine, not all of it, just the stuff that I need. I'm going to pull out some white. Oh, wrong white. The Royal Langer nickels is what I've been using for this class, so I want to finish up with those, even though I've been painting with these and they've been amazing. But that's not here or there. We have other paintings up. There we go. Wait, magnify. And I'll look here in a second and see what other colors I need. Orange, yellow, orange, red. I barely feel a difference. So the light's really bright right now because it's in the summer, and everything is really bright through my window. But yeah, so this is the last class. I've actually really enjoyed this class. It was a lot nicer than the last watercolor class I took. Still not as good as that first class I took with Bryce Co. His class is amazing. So he was just very attentive, very, you know, really in the building up the skills and everything. And I think that was really cool. This one is a little bit better. At least she explains what she's doing, but not so much building up the skills. Mostly, I mean, we have been a bit. That's not true. We have been building up skills, but not as intensely, I don't think. So I've almost got them all out, I think. Just looking. Oh, nope, there's two, like, glaringly right there. I'm starting to feel like how empty this is. But I have been painting quite a bit outside of class. I had to take a couple weeks break and just with sketches and didn't have time to sit down and paint. Because I'm going through my grandfather's rock collection. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see some of the rocks that I have been pulling out of that collection as I decide what to do with them. I don't know. I have been practicing rock carving. Nothing that I want to show anybody at the moment. Okay, I think I got them all. Yeah. Okay. But so that might be future videos if I get my act together there. But I have to go through this rock collection first because it's taking up space in my garage. Okay. So, like before, I'll be doing two paintings at the same time. Let's see how this is fared. I haven't looked at it for a while. Oh gosh, it's so gross. I think it's been sweating. It's actually been in front of my air conditioner. We can see we're getting down there on these paints, which I'm so glad. So these are the Zenacolors. I just uploaded the swatching video for these today, and I forgot how horrible that was. But we're going to continue to paint with this chocolate pudding until it's gone. But we're getting there really quickly. The blue, it looks, the white and blue is gone. The black is almost gone. The ultramarine is almost gone. French ultramarine, I think it was called. And a lot of these are pretty much gone. So I am going to be replacing, so I already pulled white and black because I know for sure I might have to pull out some blue. Let me do that just so I have it on hand and don't have to go search for it. Blues, I don't think there's any really good light blue in the Magic Fly. I don't remember. I mean, this is big of the cobalt blue there. I mean, I think that was cobalt. It would have been cerulean. The cobalt would be next to it. I have to look. Yeah, this is cerulean. That's cobalt. So, I remember that one's lighter, but I don't know. Magic Fly didn't match the tubes very well, so. I might still have to reach and get some other colors as I'm painting, depending on how this goes. That's off the blues. Alright. So I put Zenacolor last. Still last. Have yet to put a wash as bad as this. But I'm going to finish using it. Then the Magic Fly, for various reasons, like you can see, this one has been like coming out of the tube. It does that, and it's hard as a rock. Then the Royal Langer Nickel. Then the Mindscape were really nice to paint with. And I can't wait to start using those. But as I use up the Royal Langer Nickels, I will probably replace these with the My Artscapes, and then move up from there. But we'll see. We've got a lot to go, and part of this is just to practice. And I need a better list of these. The Houlihan, and I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, brushes from Korea. I tried to see if I could like get these. You know, if these hadn't been sent to me through Class 101, I don't think I can get these here. And I'm actually kind of sad about that because I do like these a lot. They're actually really great brushes. Am I going to be using all these colors? No, I don't know. I haven't watched the class yet, so I'm going to kind of follow along here. I'm going to leave those on that side because... Okay, let me fix this. Jeez. Wrinkled it all up too. So it's already all wrinkled, that's sad. Sorry, I'm sitting here doing this. Maybe I should do it on camera so you can see. I'm trying to push all the bubbles out. Usually, sometimes I get it on there just right, but that one I was distracted talking and holding different things and trying to do two things at once, and that's what happens. But luckily, you can get most of the bubbles out pretty easily. And there's another company that makes them specifically for mini painters that uses the foam. The memory foam thing. I was looking at that one. It's a little bit bigger than this. Not that I need another one, but I like this one, and I like this one so much. So, I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think about trying the other one at some point, maybe, but right now this is fine. One thing I can't figure out, and by can't meaning I haven't looked very hard, is that I've been watching like a few artists who do plein air painting, which is something I was always interested in. Any kind of plein air painting I've always done with this. And for watercolors, it seems very intuitive and easy. I mean, that, but I mean, except for there's one problem, and of course with the varying paints, it's going to depend on what you're doing. But time to spray the monster. And that's like, what do you do? Like, what if it's not dry by the time you're ready to go? Like, and I know if you're using fast turning mediums, it shouldn't be a problem. That's what I intuitively think. But I always am not a good judge of that. So I wonder what they do. Like, and then even if you have your book and you need to turn the page, like, is that it? You can only just paint one and then that's it? Or do you just don't care? I don't know. And I'm gonna look into try to figure it out. Sorry, I'm organizing how I'm doing everything here. Because we're actually going to start with pencil drawing. I know that. So you get to watch my horrible, horrible pencil drawing. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Let's see if I can get things a little bit more organized. I wanted to keep... This is the other thing. The other desk is like bigger, has nothing else on it. I can do that, but I need this for the Zenacolors because I'm going to have to swoop them out and everything. But for the magic fly, I was going to put them on this one for when I needed them. But I guess I could just put it up here on top of it. So we'll do that. Okay, I think I have my setup good. Let me just get my pencils and stuff. It's right here. That's my pencil sharp. Where did I put it? I know it's not in those bags because well, it doesn't matter. She doesn't do real sketches. It's fine. Okay, so got my pencil. I'm not going to worry about erasing because we're going to cover it with paint. It's going to take a lot of color layers for the Zenacolor side, but that's okay. All right, let me get my tape. But I did buy a new desk table thingy. Just to give me more space to do certain things, and I want to move all my painting activities to that because this space works pretty good for non-painting, but for painting I just don't have enough space, and that's pretty evident. Oh, I lost the end. See, I always judge this wrong. Like, there, it should be here, I think. I could just count them. That would be smart. I'm not going to. I always like the effect this gives. I just do. It also helps me keep lines straight. And even these, like, I don't put these on straight. I don't have that ability. So, alright. So the other thing that table has is it has a cup. Specifically for, like, pens and pencils and stuff. And brushes. And so I put all my brushes in it. But I need a cup over here to hold these ones. So they're not on top of my water the entire time. So there's that. And paints and problems. Well, I will put it here. This is good. This is what I mean, like. But I'm excited to finish this class, and then I have some skill tutorials I want to do. I have some ideas. Plus, I'm painting same painting over and over again in the same style, and then I need to pick up the Bob Ross stuff again, right? So because I finished season 1 at the time of this recording, I've only uploaded through painting 4 or 5, and it's starting to get better because I think we're about to hit the one where it was like, oh, it's starting to click. And I think you'll see that here in this, though there are still some that don't work out as well. But it's getting better. It's cool. Okay, so we're gonna start this, and I'm gonna do the drawing part. here. So as I finished the drawing, the teacher went on to the next step and she switched to acrylics. So doing a quick switch up here. The side on the right is going to be the Liquitex Basics that also came with the class. She also doesn't say what color she's going to use. She just kind of starts into it. So I'm making some guesses based on some of the things that she said are her favorite colors and the palette for the finished picture that I know we're going for. That was one of the disappointing things about this class, is that it was advertised as a gouache class, but gouache was used sometimes, but she would often switch to acrylics, which are not the same at all. So I'm going ahead and getting those ready here, and before we go ahead and continue.
colisionar. Promesas se la lleva el viento. Solo quiero este momento. Cuando coja vuelo no me dejes ir contra el pavimento. Baby, no te quito los ojos de encima. Paso el frío al calor, tú me cambias el clima. Cuando me tocas sabes que por ley quedarte esta mañana y luego wake and bake. Tienes la habilidad de llevarme al clímax. Tú lo haces fácil, el tiempo ya no existe. Muere en tu Jaramillo. Soy dulce pero en la cama me pongo spicy. Solo quiero ser tuya, no hay nadie más. Baby, believe me. Dulce veneno que me hace caprichosa. Dame comer pero que no se cuenta gotas. Lo quiero todo. Es que contigo yo lo quiero todo. Siempre me salgo con la mía. Yo no pierdo y no es por rebeldía. Cántame que yo quiero tu melodía. Baby, what's up? Dime qué vas a hacer después del club. Baby, no te quito los ojos de encima. Paso del frío al calor, tú me cambias el clima. Cuando me tocas sabes que por ley quedarte esta mañana y luego wake and bake. Tienes la habilidad de llevarme al clímax. En la playa mojadita y sin entrar al mar. Tu boca y la mía a punto de colisionar. Promesas se la lleva el viento. Solo quiero este momento. Cuando coja vuelo no me dejes ir contra el pavimento. Baby, no te quito los ojos de encima. Paso del frío al calor, tú me cambias el clima. Cuando me tocas sabes que por ley quedarte esta mañana y luego wake and bake. Tienes la habilidad de llevarme al clímax.
We worked our week, we need a day, 24-hour getaway. Let's take it slow, fill up our tank, try to forget yesterday. The weather's hot, the beer's ice cold, tie that tube up to that boat. Pack the Yeti, rally up your friends, find some water, jump on in. Then let's go and play, soak that sun up on that lake. Feeling good on a Sunday fun day. Let's go get carried away, grab a drink, time to party. Feeling good on a Sunday fun day. Raise your cup, leave your worries behind. Recharge your soul and forget about life for a while. Let the chips fall where they may. We're feeling good on a Sunday fun day. Yes, Sunday fun day. Take a moment to relax, spend the afternoon kicking back. It's a no worries kind of day. Let's feed our soul in our happy place. 'Cause all we got is one day left. Let's make it count, make it the best. 'Cause Monday's rolling around the bend and we're a long ways off till next weekend. Then let's go and play, soak that sun up on that lake. Feeling good on a Sunday fun day. Let's go get carried away, grab a drink, time to party. Feeling good on a Sunday fun day. Raise your cup, leave your worries behind. Recharge your soul and forget about life for a while. Let the chips fall
Finish off this last gouache class, I wanted to think that at this point in my gouache learning journey, I definitely had some trials. It was really difficult to even like get the black paint down so it doesn't look that great. And honestly, you know, at the end of this class, it was like last second, like last minute. So then she goes, and then paint a cloud, and then the class ended, and that was it. So I'm painting a cloud in here. So I painted a cloud in. Yeah, I think for me, well, I've discovered I really like painting with gouache. I still have a lot to learn at this point. And I'm still taking classes and trying to do better. I think the straight paint, I'm going to try some layering in the future. I have a few more videos, of course, I've done paintings that will be coming soon after a few more swatch videos of those paints. But this is also the end of the Zenacolor on the left. So the end of all of that paint. Now, as I come up with more gouache reviews, we're going to find some pretty bad ones. But while I have some ones that are pretty down there, nothing is bad. It's painting with that Zenacolor. Like even just trying to get the black on, trying to get the shadows on, it was just so difficult and everything. Like I couldn't get the precision. And that's important if you don't have the right flow or consistency, and you just can't get that consistency with this paint. So it is what it is. On the other side of the rolling wrinkle, while it's passable, I've used even better paint, and which hopefully we'll get to start seeing here soon as I work through the paint that I have. And it just makes such a difference. So yeah, but at least the Zenacolor paint is over. The class was okay. She was pretty step by step, but by the end she started to hurry, and whoever was editing started skipping. And that doesn't really work well if you're teaching something and you're just skipping around. Like, that makes it really difficult to follow along and learn, especially if they don't show you the references they're using. And that's something I found on some of the paint-alongs too. They're like, paint with me, but there's no reference. So for those, I've tried to look for paint-alongs and stuff and studies to do where there's a reference to go off of rather than just paint with me. Because then when I paint looks not as great as what they paint, but I'm painting based off what they've done rather than what is seen in the picture, and that becomes kind of a problem. But later on, some stuff I'm really not happy that I did. So, but I am finding some really great paints to work with, and I can't wait to share those with you. And I do hope that you enjoyed this, and thank you. And finally, before I forget, I do have a Ko-Fi. If you really enjoy the videos that I'm posting, whether it's the video game videos or the witchcraft videos or the painting videos or the tarot, whatever you enjoy, please consider taking a look at my Ko-Fi. You can do a one-time few dollars, or just for a couple dollars a month, you can help me, support me to make more videos. I do try to put a lot of time in the editing, and I really try hard to work. I'm not the best at video editing, but I am trying. So I do hope you enjoyed these, and thank you so much for your support. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and please like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you would like to see. There should be some video recommendations too. Check them out as well for other videos on my channel. But thank you so much for supporting me. I really do appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.